students, this video is going to walk you through the dual enrollment application for Lanier Technical College. So first thing is going to Lanier Tech's website, which is laniertech.edu. Once this page loads, you're going to click on Apply Now. And when you get to this page, if this is the first time that you are applying to Lanier Tech, you're going to click here to register to create an account. And it looks like this. You're going to put in your name on your birth certificate, so make sure you use your legal name. If you have a hyphen in your last name, make sure you put the hyphen. If you have two last names, make sure you use two last names. So this should match your birth certificate. You're also going to put in your personal email address, not your Hallco email address. I'm going to use my Hallco email address, but you should use your personal address. I've already created an account, so I'm going to go ahead and click on Login. What will happen is an email will be sent to your personal email to create a password. Once you create the password, then you're going to log in. So I'm going to do that since I've already created an account. So once you log into Lanier Tech, it's going to start with this series of questions. I've already submitted an application, so I'm going to start a new application. That should be an option for you. Once you log in, you're going to choose Start a New Application. Okay. So for the first question, you're going to choose number 3, dual enrollment. You're going to choose Hall Campus. The next one is, it depends on what you're applying for in dual enrollment. If you want to take core academic classes like college math, college English, college science classes, you would choose interdisciplinary studies. And then the next question, it's the only option. If you want to take a certificate program like automotive collision repair, welding, nurse aid, then you would choose certificate level courses only. And then in the next question, this is where you choose the program that you're applying for. So if you want the automotive collision repair, that's where you put that program in. Or maybe you want welding. That would be basic shielded metal arc welder. If you want nurse aid, you're going to find the nurse aid program. So this is where you put in the program that you're applying for if you're taking a certificate level program. Then for the term, this is where you choose what term you're applying for. If you wish to start next school year, you're going to choose the fall 2025 application. That will be available on October 1st. So right now you see only spring is out there. So I'm going to choose that, and we're going to click Start Your Application. I have already created it, so we're going to go to it, and we're going to walk through all of the questions. And you're going to see the same thing. Mine is just already filled out. Again, legal first name, make sure this matches your birth certificate. Last name, again, legal last name as well. Suffix is optional. You're going to say what sex you are. Next is your date of birth. Make sure that's correct. Your citizenship status. Ask you race questions, so fill those out as best as you can. And then we're going to go to contact information. It's going to ask you for your personal mailing address. So where do you live? Your country, your address, city, state, and zip. Next is going to be your cell phone. Notice it says without dashes. So you'll get an error message if you put in the dashes. It asks for home phone, but many of you don't have a home phone. So you can either put your cell phone number again in that field, or you can use your parents' phone number. Check below if you're eligible for free and reduced lunch program. If you're not sure, you can leave it blank. Then the next question is enter your social security number without dashes. If you do not have a social security number, make sure you enter 9 zeros. I'll ask you military status. It'll ask you questions about your parents and whether or not they went to college. If you're not sure, you can check unknown. If you have taken any of these tests, many of you have not yet, especially if you're a sophomore. So it's just asking if you have any standardized tests. Students can be accepted to Lanier Tech with your GPA, but if your GPA does not meet the minimums, they can use a test score. Then it's going to ask you for what high school you attend, what grade you're in. So you want to make sure you complete those fields. Next is graduation date. Some of you may not know your graduation date. It's not published yet. So you can put May 20th of the year that you are going to graduate. Your high school counselor's name and their email. The email for your counselor will simply be their first name, period, last name, @hallco.org. Next is emergency contact. First name, last name, the relationship that they have to you, and their phone number. The email for your emergency contact is optional, but you can put that in there. And the next steps is Lanier Tech is asking you to confirm that your birth date is correct and make sure your social security number is correct as well. Once you've gotten everything saved, it's going to say 99% complete. Once you do that, you're going to click verify and submit. And then at the very bottom, you'll have to check mark and then type your name and then hit submit for your application to be submitted. If you get an error message, it may be that when you type your name at the electronic signature at the bottom, does not match your name in the application. So it must match the name. So your name in your application must match how you sign your application at the very end. And then you click verify and submit. Once you do that, we will send your transcript to Lanier Tech so that they can review your application. Then check your personal email for updates from Lanier Tech. Hope this was helpful.